Attention duelists. Brinks here bringing you a special, at least for me, pack opening video. What makes this video so special, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. It is 5 in the morning. I haven't slept, and I want to get this video out today. I don't want to oversleep when I do fall asleep and not be able to get it out before I have to leave. So I figured I'd do it now. So, welcome to the ASMR edition. We do have some new exciting things in this pack. There's some Galaxy support, the new Makonko and Pirelli archetypes. Taking a look at all the stuff we're getting in the new URs, there are a large number of URs that are new, only 3 repeat ones in this pack, which is very good ratios for stuff. Looking at it, there appear to be 4 URs for Pirelli. One, two, uh, tangentially 2. They'll call that 1.5 for galaxies, 2 for Makonko, and 1 random. So overall, pretty good. And Galaxy does have another one in the form of number 62 and number 100, which is just good for those rankings, along with Afterglow Dragon being one of the SRs. So if you feel like bringing on the power of the number hunter, this pack might just be for you. But for right now, let's crack on into these because I'm here for Pirelli. As always, I'll be doing it reading off new cards and what they do as I get them. That's not actually showing new cards, so I'm going to have to guess. Xyz Sly Dolphin, level 4. If an Xyz monster is special summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an Xyz monster is special summoned to your field while it's in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, target one of those monsters and attach this to it as material. Good way to slap an extra unit on your Xyz monsters. The Great Makonko Ceremony. Quick play spell. Special summon one Makonko monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions, but return it to the hand during your opponent's end phase. During your main phase, you can banish this card from the graveyard, send one Makonko from your deck to the graveyard, except Great Makonko Ceremony. You only use each effect of Great Makonko Ceremony once per turn. It's an E-Telly from the hand, and ignoring summoning conditions means it gets out your ritual monsters, which Makonko's all about, and has a foolish burial effect. Alright. Xyz Bento. If a monster your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can target one Xyz monster you control, attach one monster from your opponent's graveyard to that monster as material. You can banish this card from the graveyard, target a monster on the field, special summon from the extra deck, change its battle position. That's nothing. Oh, it does show new cards. Were other Makonko stuffs already put in I didn't realize? Hard to say. But we have Makonko Water Arabesque. Equip spell. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. During your main phase, you can special summon one Makonko monster from your hand or deck with a different name than the equipped monster, and if you do, equip it with this card. Then return the monster that was equipped with this card to the hand. You can only use this effect of Arabesque once per turn. I like the protection. I like that it's an equipped card that tags out between monsters. Bouncing a monster could be helpful. Don't know if it serves UR status. Time will tell on that one. Heavenly Gate of the Makonko, a field spell. While you control a monster that is equipped with an equipped card, all monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack monsters equipped with equipped cards. If your Makonko monster battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. At the end of the damage step, if your Makonko monster attacked, you can send one equipped card you control to the graveyard. It can make another attack on a monster in a row. It's a battle phase cards. So that makes it already kind of bad because those typically cleared before going for the kill. I'm going to say normal rarity is fine. And then we have Hu Li, the Jewel Makanko, level 300. If this card is not equipped with an equipped card, you take no damage from battles involving this card. If this card is equipped with an equipped card, it cannot be destroyed by a battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage you would take from battles involving it. While you control an equipped card, your opponent cannot target Makanko cards you control with card effects. If either player equips an equipped card to this card, you can add a Makanko trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Hu Li, the Jewel Makanko, once per turn. Uh, Immediately, I'm seeing this being really good with that equipped card Arabesque. Because put the Arabesque on this. This card can't be destroyed by a battle or card effect. Gives target protection to all Makanko cards. And you get to add a Makanko trap. It does the reflection of damage. That's all really good. There's Photon Jumper, level 400. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, activate this effect. Skip your next battle phase, special summon this card from your hand, then end this battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Photon or Galaxy spell trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Photon Jumper once per turn. If we were still in the Battle Fate or Exodia era, this would do numbers. Does not deserve SR. Makanko Rivalry. Trap. If you control a Makanko monster, target one face-up monster on the field, equip it with one equip spell from your deck that you can equip it to. If an equipped spell is sent to your graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, then target one equipped spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Makanko Rivalry once per turn. Not bad. Pirelli, level 1, Fairy Monster. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Pirelli card from your deck to your hand that is not a quick play spell. You can target one Pirelli quick play spell card in your graveyard, special summon one Xyz monster from your extra deck that mentions that card, using this card you control as material, and if you do, attach that spell to the summoned monster. This is treated as an Xyz summon. You can only use each effect of Pirelli once per turn. I'm just going to say upright, I love it. It's Eevee, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Then there's Photon Stream of Destruction, quick play spell. If you control a Galaxy Eyes monster, target one card on the field, banish that target. You can only activate this card during your turn unless you control Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Quick play banish, but Galaxy Eyes dependent. Not great. We already got a rivalry, which leads us into E. Pirelli Happiness, a rank 2 Xyz monster with 2000 attack. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled, you can add one Pirelli card from your deck to your hand. Also, if this card has Pirelli Happy Memory as material, you can have the attack of one face-up monster on the field. Up to thrice per turn, when you activate a Pirelli Quick Play spell card quick effect, you can attach that card on the field to this card as material, then return one spell trap your opponent controls to the hand. This seems fine. Not exactly sure what Happy Memory does, but the Pirelli's theme is stacking cards onto each other and then making bigger and more powerful boss Xyz monsters. Galaxy 100, continuous spell. When this card is activated, send one photon. You can send one photon or galaxy card from deck to the graveyard. If a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is special summoned to your field, you can look at your opponent's extra deck, then apply one of these effects. Banish a monster in it, or special summon one number monster from it to your field. You can only use this effect of Galaxy 100 once per turn. You can only activate one Galaxy 100 per turn. Doesn't Dogmatica do this but better? Not great. Makanko Fire Dance. Equip spell. Special summon one Makanko monster from your hand or graveyard, and if you do, equip it with this card. Then, special summon one monster from your opponent's graveyard to their field, but negate its effects. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only activate one Makanko Fire Dance per turn. I'm not as impressed with this one as I was Water Arabesque, but I think it's fine. Special from the hand or graveyard, so Monster Reborn potential gives the protection from card effects. Not bad. And we have Pirelli, level 1 fairy. If this is normal or special summoned, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, add one excavated Pirelli spell or trap to your hand. Also, place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Once per turn, during the main phase, you can reveal one Pirelli quick play spell on your hand, special summon one Xyz monster from your extra deck that mentions that card by using this card as material, and attach the revealed card to the summoned monster. Sort of the inverse of Pirelli. And there's Pirelli Eep, normal trap. Target a Pirelli Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Pirelli Xyz monster with a different rank using that target as material, but return it to the extra deck during the end phase of the next turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target up to 3 Pirelli monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck. You can activate one Pirelli Eep once per turn. Not sure how I feel about that one. Magnificent Machine Angel? I feel like this is probably older. Tribute to a Cyber Angel ritual monster from your hand or field. Target a light fairy monster you control. Gains attack and defense equal to the level of the monster when it was distributed, times 200 until the end of the turn. If it battles an opponent's monster that's special one from the extra deck this turn, that opponent's monster's effects are negated during the battle phase. Surely that's an older card. I've already read those. Makanko Purification Dance. Equip spell. Equip only to a Makanko monster. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. The monster is special summoned to your opponent's field. Target one monster you control and one monster your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. You can only use this effect of Purification Dance once per turn. It is a super easy card to read for your opponent. Not impressed. Makanko Promise. Normal trap. Special summon one Makanko monster from your hand or deck, then you can equip it with one equip spell from your hand or graveyard. Banish that monster when it leaves the field. You can only activate one Makanko Promise per turn. Less impressed by that. Pirelli Happy Memory. Quick play spell. Choose one card on the field, and until the end of the next turn, the first time it will be destroyed by card effect, it is not. After choosing a card, you can apply the following effect. You can discard one card, and if you do, special summon one level 1 Pirelli monster from your deck. A Pirelli Xyz monster that has this card's material gains the following effect. This card can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of Pirelli Happy Memory attached to it, plus 1. Neat. One turn Destruction Protection, effect Destruction Protection, and special summon from the deck. Makanko Kagura, whoops, a ritual spell. This card can be used to ritual summon any Makanko ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. Then you can apply the following effect. Destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of equipped spells with different names in your graveyard. If you do, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. You can only activate one Makanko Kagura per turn. 8. A ritual spell with punch. Let's crack open another one, shall we? This ASMR is verging into menacing. It's Pirelli Pretty Memory. Quick play spell. Each player gains 1000 life points. Then you can do the following. Discard a card, special in one level 1 Pirelli. Alright, so they're all going to have that effect. A Pirelli Xyz monster with this card's material gains the following. Once per turn, you can send one other card you control to the graveyard, target one card your opponent controls, attach it to this card as material. A targeting, but non-destruction removal. I like that secondary. Pirelli Delicious Memory. Quick play spell. Does the thing. Choose one monster on the field, and until the end of the next turn, it can't be destroyed by battle. After choosing card, apply the following. Special summon the baby. A Pirelli monster gains the following effect, which is 300 attack and defense for each material attached to it. Neat. Goes into the Pirelli and a happy memory. There's a big boy. Number Chaos 62, Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. The Adjective Dragon. Rank 8, 4000 by 3000, requiring 3 level 8 monsters. You can also Xyz summon this card by using number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, transferring its materials. At the start of your battle phase, you can detach one material from this card. This card can make 3 attacks on monsters during this battle phase. If this card has Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as material, it gains these effects. Unaffected by your opponent's monster's effects, gains attack equal to the combined levels and ranks of its attached materials times 100. That's a big boy. I kind of like it. Simple. Akonko Reflection Rondo. Equip spell. Equip only to an opponent's monster. While you control a Makonko monster, take control of that equipped monster. Neither player can activate the effects of the equipped monster while you control it. When this card leaves the field, send the equipped monster to the graveyard. You can only control one Makonko Reflection Rondo. You can only activate one Makonko Reflection Rondo per turn. Neat. Snatch Steal is live, baby. Stray Pirelli Street. Field spell. Your opponent cannot target Pirelli monsters you control with card effects the turn they are special summoned. Once per turn, if a face-up Pirelli Xyz monster you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, special summon one Baby Pirelli from deck or graveyard. Once per turn during the end phase, you can target a Pirelli Xyz monster on the field, attach a Pirelli Quick Play spell from your deck or graveyard to that monster as material. I am surprised this is just normal rarity. With the effect of equipping the quick play spells as material, which is where all the power comes from, I would have expected this to be a lot higher rarity. Neat. Oh, that's adorable. Galactic Karibo. This card is always treated as a Galaxy card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard this card, special summon a Galaxy as Photon Dragon from your hand or deck, then change the attack target to it. Then you can attach this card from the graveyard to an Xyz monster on the field as material. If a Photon or Galaxy monster you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. I know with Photon Jumper, I'd said that it was a Battle Fader era card. This is kind of the same. Pitch it to drop a 3K. Sort of planning for failure, but it's not the worst way to do it. Another Galactic Rebo. Another Rondo. Pirelli, Sleepy Memory. That's adorable. The next battle or effect damage you take this turn will become 0. You can also immediately apply the effect, discard one card, summon the baby. A Pirelli Xyz monster that has this card's material gains the following effect. Once per turn, during your opponent's standby phase, you can draw one card. Guess card draw really does mean a lot. They made this a UR. Photon Emperor. Level 8. If this card is sent to the graveyard, except from the field, while another Photon or Galaxy card is on the field or in your graveyard, you can special summon it in defense position. You can only use this effect once per turn. After you normal or special summon this card, you can normal summon one light monster during your main phase in addition to your normal summon set. This strikes me as a foolish burial target. Galaxy Summoner. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster in your graveyard, except Galaxy Summoner, special summon it in defense position. You can target one other light monster you control. It becomes level 4 until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of a Galaxy Summoner once per turn. Monster Reborn for Photons and Galaxies, level adjustments. They love this stuff. Getting a couple of whiffs here. And I ain't talking about olfactory. Another Sleepy Memory. Not bad. Not a terrible pack. Herald of Arclight. Absolutely nothing. Alright, here we go. That's what we like to see. X Pirelli Happiness. Level 7 Xyz monster, 2500 by 1100, running 2 level 7s. You can also Xyz summon this card using a rank 2 monster you control with 5 or more materials, transferring its materials to this card. During your main phase, you can detach one material from this card, and if you do, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of the turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation if it has a level 1 Pirelli monster as material. When an attack is declared involving this card as 5 or more materials, inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. There's their boss monster, and its Dark Ruler No More effect. Neat. Nini, the Mirror Makonko. If this card is not equipped with an equipped card, you take no damage from battles involving it. If it is equipped, it can't be destroyed, and your opponent takes any battle damage you would take. During your opponent's turn, while it is equipped with an equipped card, quick effect. Target one face up monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. You can only use this effect of Nini once per turn. That's just good disruption. Got a lot more whiffs here than I would like. Hey, more babies. E. Pirelli Beauty. Rank 2, 1600 by 1100, requiring 2 level 2s. Once per turn, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. This is a quick effect if this card has Pirelli Pretty Memory as material. Up to thrice per turn, when you activate a Pirelli Quick Play spell card, you can attach that card on the field to this card as material, then change the battle position of one monster your opponent controls. I like the first effect a lot more than the second. Alright, got our second fire dance. Makanko dance. Maya Washidori. Equip spell. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the effects once per turn. At the end of the damage step, if your Makanko monster battled, you can target one card on the field, return it to the hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target a Makanko monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, equip it with this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Uh, it's fine. It's a bounce. Battle phase bounce. Got an X Pirelli out of that. Show me more of those little fluffy boys. Another jumper. Another Nini. And from that one, rarity bump. Alright, this pack looking pretty colorful. Those are less impressive. New card I didn't care for. Rather, I didn't want. Saga of the Dragon Emperor. Quick play spell. Target one dragon monster you control. Its attack becomes doubled until the end of the turn. Then, if your opponent currently controls a dragon monster, the activation of the targeted monster's effects cannot be negated for the rest of this turn. During your main phase, you can banish this card from the graveyard, special summon one of your Dragon XZ monsters that is banished or in your graveyard in defense position. You can only use one Saga of the Dragon Emperor effect per turn, and only once that turn. This does not warrant being a UR. Another upgrade. Show me some Pirelli stuff and I'll maybe speak a bit more favorably on that terrible last UR. That's a number 62. I already have that. E. Pirelli Plump. Oh, he's a little chunky. It's a level 2 XD, or rank 2 XZs, 200 by 2100, 2 level 2s. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 spell traps in the graveyard, attach them to this card as material. This is a quick effect if this card has Pirelli Delicious Memory as material. Up to thrice per turn, when you activate Pirelli Quick Play spell, you can attach that card to this card as material, then banish one monster on the field until the end phase. I like that it comes with the ability to already attach stuff to itself from the graveyard. So it's sort of a comeback if you've already lost one of your Pirelli puppies. Another Galaxy 100 and Numbers Last Hope, a normal spell, which is always treated as a Galaxy Eyes card. Pay half your life points, then target 2 monsters in your graveyard. Special summon both and negate their effects, then immediately XZ summon a number XZ monster using only those 2 monsters. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this resolves, you can only special summon one more time from the extra deck. You can only activate one Numbers Last Hope per turn. So clearly this is supposed to be used with Galaxy Eyes and Afterglow to make number 62, and potentially C62. It's fine, I suppose. Ben 10. At least I'll get plenty of super rare dust from this pack. Another Pirelli Happy. Third Fire Dance, and this weirdo, Orpheble the Harmonious Bullfighter Bard. A level 8 with 3000 attack and 2400 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from the hand by banishing 2 light and 2 dark monsters from your hand and or graveyard, except this card. If summoned this way, this card gains 1000 attack for each monster banished from your hand for its summon, and can attack up monsters a number of times each battle phase up to the number of monsters banished from the graveyard for its summon. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, after damage calculation, you can banish that opponent's monster. This is just a weird card. And it's occupying the UR slot. Upset me, Konami. a number C62. Ohime the Manifested Makanko. Level 6 Ritual Monster. You can ritual summon this card with Makanko Kagura. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you would take from battles involving this card. You can only use each effect once per turn. Reveal this card in your hand. Add a Makanko card from deck to hand except Ohime the Manifested Makanko. Then discard one card. Quick effect. Target an equipped spell in your graveyard. Equip it to one appropriate monster on the field. Knowing what we know about the Makanko cards, easy to see how she is their boss monster. For boss monster reasons, we'll say she's allowed to be a UR. Nothing out of that. Another Afterglow. Alright. I've opened 5 packs and read them all out. Time to start hammering that skip button. Oh, goodness me. Oh. I'm not seeing any things that are strictly speaking new, but I absolutely have a playset of Sleepy Memory and a Royal Rare X Pirelli Happy. What I'll be playing for the rest of my life. Cracking that one open real quick. Ritual Sanctuary, I know is not a new card, but my friend Pirelli, a continuous spell. You can pay 500 life points, reveal 3 Pirelli cards from your deck, except this card, and your opponent randomly picks one for you to add to your hand, and shuffle the rest into your deck. If a face-up Pirelli Xyz monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card, even during damage step, you can add up to 3 Pirelli quick play spells with different names from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect of my friend Pirelli once per turn. Neat. It's their search card. It is recursion. All good. I'm going to say UR status. If it weren't for how many other cards Pirelli has in UR, I'd say it's earned the UR status. Instead, I'll say it's toeing a line. There's our third copy of X Pirelli Happy, bunch of Pirelli Beauties, and not seeing any other news. Last pack. Galaxy Photon Dragon. Rank 4 Xyz, requiring 2 level 4s. Other light monsters you control gain 500 attack. You can use each of the following effects once per turn, and can only use them once per turn. You can attach a material from this card, add one Photon or Galaxy card from deck to hand, or send it to graveyard. If a light monster is special summoned to your field, you can target one of those monsters. Its level becomes 4 or 8 until the end of this turn. That is exactly what Galaxy wants on a card. Good for them. And now, let's take a look and see what all we didn't get. X Pirelli Noir is the reverse stats of happiness. You can also see some of this card using a rank 2 with 5 or more materials, transferring materials. This card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects while it has 5 or more materials. You can detach 2 materials from this card, then target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, place it on the bottom of the deck. This is a quick effect if it has a baby Pirelli monster on it. Neat. Let's see if there's anything else we missed. No. X Pirelli Noir is the only thing I did not get a single copy of. So, taking a look at all of this pack and what we have seen so far, between there only being three reappearing URs, and this bringing in update to one archetype in the form of Galaxy and introducing Pirelli and Makanko, with a little bit of heavy-handed lean on making Pirelli the more expensive, with them having 4 URs versus Makanko's 3. I'm going to say that this pack is actually pretty generous, all things considered. Galaxy Eyes is probably not a lot of people's favorites, but I like Galaxies. I like Kite from from the anime. It's cool. Oh, my words there. Definitely has been too late for me. A lot of people are going to be playing Pirelli because it's just Eevee, and everyone loves Eevee. Everyone has a favorite evolution. Everyone's going to have a favorite Pirelli. I know I will. Haven't figured that out yet. Brain's not firing on enough cylinders for me to calculate that. Makanko could also be neat to mess around with. Who knows what the future may hold? But that has been this pack opening video. And that means because there's a new pack, you can expect me and my eternal rival to be going head to head this weekend using cards from this pack to see who is the best with the newest. But that's something for the future. Right now is the now, and now it's time for me to go to bed. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.